Welcome to another edition of Teams Agenda this week, a special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the Teams Agenda of Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, 66th in its series. When a nation handles its food supply system well, every other aspect falls into place. Nothing else buttresses this more than the words of American food writer M.F.K. Fisher, which says, "First we eat, then we do everything else." Lagos State government, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is vigorously pursuing this objective to revolutionize the agricultural sector in the state, in line with the fourth pillar of the Teams Agenda of his administration. Into the special report on Teams Agenda this week, Adewale Oluwoporoku of our News and Current Affairs Department X-rays the efforts of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in building and sustaining a food supply value chain that has become the envy of neighboring states and befitting of a megacity as enshrined in the Teams Agenda. Lagos as a state has left no stone unturned in ensuring that there is food security for its ever-increasing population, which currently stands at over 21 million. To this end, the state government, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is developing initiatives that will catalyze the agricultural sector in the state with the objective to reduce food importation and over-dependence on agro-products from outside Lagos and indeed the country. To show his commitments to the growth and development of the agriculture sector, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, just 2 weeks after his assumption of office on Thursday, July 5, 2019, defied a heavy downpour to inspect the rice mill and industrial park project being developed by the state government at Imota in Ikorodu division of the state. The inspection tour of the project site, according to Governor Sanwo-Olu, is in fulfillment of his promise to continue all unfinished projects initiated by previous administrations to assess the progress of the project and also to get the contractor's confidence on the completion date. Describing the project as capital-intensive and strategic, the governor said the rice mill would be the biggest in the country when completed, as it is being built with a capacity to produce 32 metric tons of rice per hour and 2.8 million bags of 50 kilograms bags of rice per annum. When completed, the mill and industrial park are also projected to generate over 1,500 direct jobs, while 254,000 indirect jobs are also expected to be created in the value chain. To further demonstrate his administration's commitment, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Friday, 10th December 2021, paid an on-the-spot assessment to the 32 metric tons per hour rice mill at Imota Ikorodu area of the state to check the level of work being done, despite the little drawback by the COVID-19 pandemic. The governor, who inspected the mill alongside the Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusonya, and other members of his cabinet, expressed satisfaction with the progress of work, noting that special consideration will be given to ensure the completion of the mill by the first quarter of next year. Governor Sanwo-Olu also promised that rice would be supplied to the Lagos Model College in Gbokuta free every month from the nearby rice mill in Imota. According to him, when the mill becomes operational, the pressure on the supply of rice within Lagos and environs will be greatly reduced.
COVID obviously slowed us down. We thought it was something we could wrap up in 18 months, but the whole of 2020, we came here end of 2019. So the whole of 2020 and better part of 2021 had indeed affected, the coupling and the construction of this place. But I'm happy with what I'm even seeing here today.
The present administration has also developed a 5-year master plan that will guide the state's intervention and investment in agriculture for a long-term return. This master plan would be raising the state's capacity to be a key player in agricultural production, while also creating a marketing platform for export of local agro-allied products and improving food security in the state. To further validate this, the state government announced its readiness to collaborate with major stakeholders to stimulate the growth of agro-processing market for local producers and also to harness its large bodies of water through enhanced effective exploration of its marine resources. Another giant stride of the Sanwo-Olu's administration in the agricultural sector is the construction of a 1-kilometer drainage system within the premises of the Ikorodu Fish Farm Estate in Odonguyon to tackle the issues that may arise from flooding and its many impacts. The construction of the drainage system would go a long way in improving the productivity of the farm estate, as crop growth rates and fish production would be maximized, and the drainage system would be used to control water bodies, prevent ponding, gather excess water from the land area, as well as bring the water away from the farm to the outlet point where the water is led out of the area into the canal. A water plant has also been constructed within the Ikorodu Fish Farm Estate in order to supply water to the 194 plots in the estate. This would come complement the existing water scheme in the estate, and the project will facilitate a reduction in the cost of fish production by 700,000 naira per annum per allotee, as allotees will not need to sink boreholes on their plots. The woman at the helm of affairs in the Ministry of Agriculture, Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusoya, noted that the present administration is mobilizing over 10,000 youths to join the existing fish farmers in the state in artisanal fisheries.
So we are actually training in collaboration with some partners, training some of our farmers in agribusiness for them to see that it's no longer just a culture, a way of life. It is actually a way of sustaining family, of sustaining wealth, of sustaining lives. And that way, when people begin to see agriculture as agribusiness, the mindset begins to shift and people begin to take it more seriously, such that interventions around funding, especially with regards to banking sector, it's easier, and the transition from being just a farmer to being an agripreneur becomes true. So these are many more some of the initiatives that we are doing under the fourth pillar of the Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu's team's agenda towards ensuring food security.
Another initiative of the current administration is the Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement Livelihood Improvement Support Program in collaboration with the World Bank to train and empower over 10,000 women and youth with the projection of direct and indirect employment of over 60,000. To further advance agro activities in the state, especially in the face of the new normal occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, the state government also unveiled plans to set up an e-commerce hub or platform for agriculture producers in the state to produce farm produce in hygienic condition for export purposes. The hub would be located in a central location where all the certification of produce would take place and serve as platforms where all producers can come together to produce in sanitary and hygienic conditions to enable organizations like Standards Organization of Nigeria and NAFDAC do a sort of assessment on the items being produced. With the determination of the state government to create the enabling environment to ensure that there is ease of doing business across board, the Agribusiness Department has the mandate to facilitate linkages between farmer and consumers, as well as to export community and other stakeholders across the value chain. It is mandated to come up with innovations such as the Agro Hub, which is being done in collaboration with the Ministry of Science and Technology. There will be no agricultural sector without a proper partnership and training of farmers and other stakeholders by the government. Determined to bridge the food security gap in the state, the Sanwo-Olu administration is training youth in agripreneurship as well as training in collaboration with some stakeholders, farmers in agribusiness. Seeing agriculture as agribusiness is expected to make intervention around funding easier. To this end, the Lagos State government launched its agripreneurship program comprising women and youths as part of efforts to attain the government's food security goal. The Lagos Agripreneurship Program was conceptualized by the state on the 10th of February 2020 to solve the hydra-headed problem of women and youth unemployment in the state by training and empowering residents in aquaculture, poultry, piggery and vegetable, as well as entrepreneurship skills and e-agric. Under the program, 15,000 women and youth are expected to be trained at the various training facilities by year 2023, which is in line with the objective of promoting agriculture in order to make the state a 21st century economy in line with the team's agenda. So far, a total of 300 participants made up of 200 in batch 1 and 100 in batch 2 have been trained. Participants were exposed to theoretical and practical training, while entrepreneurship and e-agriculture modules were also incorporated into the program. With the level of engagement experienced during the program, participants were able to make remarkable impact on the agricultural space locally and internationally, as they have been ably equipped to conquer the agricultural space and make a mark in contributing to the food security objective of Lagos. It is also worth of mention that state government will soon commence a mechanization program tagged the Eco Agro Mechanization Program with the procurement of 14 brand new tractors and ancillary equipment for farmers in the state. The program would also ensure that more lands are put to use, thereby increasing economic contribution in the state through agricultural mechanization. Equipment shall be utilized under the operational model known as Tractor on the Go, expected to impact no fewer than 15,000 households, as well as create not less than 25,000 jobs for agripreneurs, thereby making significant contributions to the state food basket that will bring farmers back on the path of economic recovery post-COVID-19 pandemic. Another food value chain that Lagosians need to embrace is the cultivation of coconut trees, which has a lot of benefits, including its economic and nutritional value. The coconut tree can yield as much as 200 fruits within a year, as long as it is well nurtured from the point of planting. This is embedded in the Coconut Renewal Initiative of the Lagos State Government. Coconut is a common crop in the state with numerous commercial importances, and as such, it is a money spinner for the small and medium entrepreneurs in the state. The state government also lauded farmers for their contributions, hard work, and vigor in ensuring that the food supply chain was not broken, especially during the COVID-19 lockdown. This commendation came to the fore at the December edition of the Eco City Farmers Fair and Farmers Appreciation Day held at the Indubusi Kanu Park, Alaosa, Ikeja, where their contributions were greatly recognized and appreciated. Eco City Farmers Fair is a melting point for farmers to be able to sell directly to consumers and for Lagos residents to buy farm fresh products directly from stakeholders at farm gate prices while shopping in a comfortable environment. The Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority, formerly known as the Lagos State Agricultural Development Project, is the implementing arm of the State Ministry of Agriculture. It has the mandate to increase the productivity and income of the farmers and fishermen in the state through effective extension services delivery, as well as liaise between research institutions on farmers' problems. Agricultural development zones in Lagos are located in farm settlements like Imota, Odonguyan, Ikorodu, Igbogbo, Ẹ̀pẹ́, Àràgà, Erédò, Ìbẹ̀jú-Lẹ́kì, Ẹ̀pẹ́, Ìtọ́-Ìkín, Àgbọ́wá, Ọ̀jọ́, Coconut House Mowo, Ọ̀jọ́, Ìbẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Riverine, Ìkẹjà, Ìkọgà, Badagry, Àpá. Recently, the agency organized a 5-day workshop on nutrition improvement on complementary baby food in collaboration with the State Committee on Food and Nutrition. The workshop is part of the present administration's efforts to educate mothers and intending mothers on affordable and nutritious agricultural produce, which will not only embrace rapid development of their babies, but also promote healthy living for all. According to the program's manager, Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority, Olamilekan Pereira Sanwo-Olu, proper nutrition from childhood to adulthood cannot be overemphasized. Hence, the need for nursing mothers to venture into natural materials that boost the growth of their babies. Also, this year's food festival took place in Victoria Island on Sunday, 12th of December, courtesy the Lagos State government. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who attended the event, cooked seafood fried rice alongside the winner of the 2021 edition of the Big Brother Naija White Money to the admiration of all. Speaking on the essence of the food festival, Commissioner for Agriculture Abisola Olusonya described the food festival as an offshoot of the annual Seafood Festival, where the state celebrates its seafood varieties, spiced up with other exciting activities.
Here at Muri-Okola Park to celebrate the Lagos Food Festival. We normally celebrate the Seafood Festival, but this year, 2021, we thought it good to at least have other food elements in the mix. So apart from seafood still taking preeminence, we have other food items here. We felt that with everything Lagosians have been through, considering COVID-19 pandemic, uprisings and what have you, I mean, people should let loose, people should have fun, people should enjoy the taste of Lagos.
The festival projects the various food offerings from the diverse socio-cultural groups in the state to the local and international markets. Our reporter also went to town to feel the pulse of Lagosians on the various efforts of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration on agriculture and food security, and they have this to say.
Doing great, and they'll be assisting young farmers to be able to invest in farming, which is a very good idea. So the initiative Lagos State brought to empower farmers is a great idea. To me, I rate them 10 over 10 because they are doing a massive job.
Everything is fine. Make them produce more food to Nigeria, that everything will be okay.
So far so good. Lagos State they have been doing well anyway. In times of agriculture, Lagos State they need to do more in order for our agriculture to be boosted to impact the life of the citizens in Lagos State.
We really appreciate Lagos State government for their contribution in human capital and capacity. Lagos State government has really tried in agriculture, also empowering youths to also engage in agriculture and selling their produce in a very low amount of money so that it will relieve people of COVID-19 situations and all the pandemic disasters.
I think there's still room for improvement. They are doing their best, but there's still room for improvement. A soft loan accessible to those who have the interest to go into farming. I think that will go a long way in even helping the unemployment situation in the state.
Adequate nutrition is a key determinant for the growth and development of any country and should be at the core foundation of any sustainable economy. There is no doubt that the Sanwo-Olu's administration has shown great determination towards the growth and development of the agriculture sector in the state, and is also determined to achieve a sustainable level of food security for all and sundry. It is safe then to say that the Lagos State government will deliver on its mandate to catalyze the agricultural sector in the state with the objective to reduce food importation and over-dependence on agro-products from outside Lagos, thereby making Lagos a 21st century megacity, which represents the letter M of the team's agenda. And this is how we conclude our special report on Team's Agenda this week, with focus on efforts of the Sanwo-Olu's administration on the agriculture sector and all that is related to food security and a sustainable food supply value chain. For feedback, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Traffic Radio 961. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Abiola Fagbolago.